Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Today is Monday, December the 13th, 2021, start of a new week. And I'm here to just start the week out showing you what I did stitching wise over the weekend. So, welcome everyone. If you're new here, I'm glad you stumbled upon my channel, or if someone sent you to my channel, let me know in the comments below so that I can, thank them. But anyway, my name is Shelley. This is Proverbs 31:22. And this is where I share about my stitching and mostly stitching. I mean, I do some other crafts, but it's mostly stitching, cross stitch, quilting, a little bit of sewing, occasionally some tatting, not a whole lot recently. But anyway, so it's kind of turned a little cold here in Northwest Alabama. Of course, not according to, you guys that are up north, y'all, wouldn't think this is cold, but it's been down into, the low 30s at night. So we've just been kind of hunkered down at home and just snuggling up. So I did get a good bit of stitching done over the weekend. And I also spent some time yesterday rearranging my whips and my patterns. And so I did a little video a little bit earlier, and so I will insert that video for you guys right here. Okay, guys, so I spent some time yesterday rearranging my whips before I had them sort of just in alphabetical order according to the title of the whip. And since I really want to start being more focused on themes that I'm stitching as far as, getting stuff done to decorate with, I went ahead and decided to separate them. So I separated them all out and labeled all of my drawers. The bottom is just a miscellaneous things that don't readily fit in another category. I had to break summer up. And then I also put prim and patriotic together. I kind of wanted to put patriotic with summer, but a lot of the things really that I want to do for patriotic are sort of prim looking, so it kind of fit in there. But anyway, I did go ahead and take out all of the like patterns and things, and I organized those as well in that little file box, which I'll show you in a minute. But I basically wanted to take all of the patterns out just so that I could roll them up and sort of have more room in the drawers. I apologize for my voice. I don't know what's going on, but it's worse than normal. So this is the little file box. I don't have enough little dividers yet. I ordered some from Amazon, and they're on the way. But anyway, I went ahead and divided them up according to topics, and then in alphabetical order according to the designer. And so I'm also going to put my, I don't know if I have one in here or not, but my little planning sheets like this for each project, I'm going to put those in there too. And then when I get ready, if I'm stitching on a whip in a month, then I will pull that sheet out and put it in my little tote bag where I keep my, immediate radar things that I'm stitching on. So, okay, back to the video. So, yeah, I want to get a little more intentional with stitching things for seasons, and I think that's going to help me to be able to, I guess like I can look in those drawers and I can see, okay, you have some gaps here. You need to stitch more of this season or this, type of thing, that kind of thing. Um, so I spent some time yesterday doing that. And I've been stitching over the weekend. Today I've got a kit up, one of my new starts for Magazine Monthly Challenge group. Um, if you're not familiar with that, that is a Facebook group that focuses on stitching magazine patterns. They have a theme and then a monthly acrostic to go along with it. And you can, a lot of people don't pull just magazine pieces, they'll pull other pieces. I kind of take it literally. And so, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to pick magazine pieces. So, I forgot where I was going with that topic. But they are having in January, they're having another little event that they did last year. I didn't participate last year, um, but they call it Bringo. So I am going to do it next month. So basically, they give you like 25 things, like your oldest whip, a whip that's in season, a whip that's out of season, your favorite whip, the one you cannot stand to work on, and so on and so on. And so plug your whips into those topics. And then, of course, you put them on a bingo board and then they call the bingo numbers. You have to upload pictures of your projects starting and ending. And then, as you get a bingo, each time you get a bingo, you get entered into a pool to get a drawing for a gift card to Garan Stitchery. So I figured I would just participate in that. It's kind of fun. You have to do at least an hour or 100 stitches in order to mark your block off on your bingo board. So I don't have see any problem at all meeting that goal. Usually when I stitch on something, it's usually at least 100 stitches, if not more. So one of the things that I stitched on this weekend was love notes. And I actually only stitched on this yesterday. And I'm doing this on a 20 count Aida using my own choices of floss. Some silk, some overdyed, and some DMC. So last night I worked on getting the rest of the V done, and then I started on the E. And so I need to look at my list and see. I think it's maybe not on this week, unless I'll finish what I've got for my other projects. I don't think it's on my calendar for this week, but I can tell you real quick. So let's see. I do have it on my calendar. I really want to focus on finishing my my chock full snowy jar this week, and so I'll have to see if I can get some stitches in on this. I mean, I don't need this set until February, but I would like to get all 5 of them done. I may not do that before February, but I know I want to get this one done, and then a third of this one in this month. And then I'll finish that in January, and then hopefully have enough time to do these in January as well. I've got Quilt Guild Christmas party tomorrow, and so I'm, having to gather stuff up for that today and bring, get stuff prepared to bring food-wise. And so I don't know how much time I'm going to get stitching the first part of the week. So I also have been stitching a little bit every day on Owl Forest Embroideries hummingbirds. And this is my 1 or 2 strand project. So I get one length of floss in at least one every day, usually more than one. So I'm working right in this area right here. And it's really going fast. This is a very fast working up pattern. So this is a 36 count ice blue from Zweigart. Fold it right. And I'm doing one strand of floss except for the whites. On the white parts, I'm doing 2 strands. I love it. The colors, I've always loved fuchsia flowers. I love birds. I mean, I don't know, there's nothing about this that I say, ooh, I don't really like that part. I love all of it. So pretty. So the ice blue is what they recommend stitching it on. I just did it in a higher count fabric. And so these are the Owl Forest embroidery flosses. They're DMC overdyes that were for this project. And this lives in my Love My Stitching bag from Hands On Design pattern. One of my favorite bags. And then the Love Notes stays in my Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat bag. If you're new here, you probably can tell already, but my favorite color is purple. So, not a shocker for people who have been here for a while. And the longer you're around, the more you'll realize that I really love purple. Okay, so my monthly focus piece is, I guess I really shouldn't call it that. I used to do a monthly focus piece where I would stitch every day on this project, but since I've changed up my stitching rotation a little bit, it's more, I'm trying to get a page finish on it every month, and so it usually takes me about 5 to 6 days to get a page done on it. I usually stitch about 3 hours a day, so I think I allotted only 4 days for this page, and it wasn't enough, so I had to put more days in. But this is Elizabeth Weston from Hands Across the Sea. So purple is my favorite color, but pink is a very close second. And I've always loved the combination of pink and green. So I am working right in this area right here. And, I keep saying things are over one or not over one. I think the over one birds are right here. I don't think these are over one. I could be wrong. Basically, I'm so ready to be not doing over one that I'm like, trying to find all the spots that are over one, and sometimes I don't. So they're not over one. Those birds at the top right here are not over one. But like these smaller letters are over one. And I know these birds are, and I don't know about these little creatures that are probably over one because they look kind of small. Anyway, I realized on last video that I did not show her in her entirety. I just showed where I was working on currently. So let me see how I'm going to do this. She's pretty big, and so I'm going to try to give you a view of her completely. I hope you could see her. I couldn't really see the whole time what you were seeing. What I may have to start doing is like putting her up on the design wall behind me and getting a picture of her and then inserting the picture, because she's getting a little unwieldy to show and for you to see the whole thing. So let me get this pinned to a board, which I didn't do last time and was a mistake. So, right in here is where I'm working. So, this is pretty much the edge of the page. I've got one more over one word right here. I've got the rest of this little flower right here to get done. And then there's like these things right here, these little flowers that have a, they have like an elongated lazy daisy in the middle of them. But I think I have like part of these right here that are on that page. And part of the, so probably all of this one, I think part of that one, because I have part of the W right here also on that page. I probably won't start stitching those words. I'll save those for the page below it. Anyway, I love her so much. So this is a 36 count linen that Devin at Strawberry Lane on Etsy, she hand dyed a piece for me because she's stitching this, and when I saw hers on her video, it was like this fabric was meant to stitch this on. And so I asked her if she would, dye me a piece, and she did. So love it, love it, love it. So this is like, I don't know, I consider this like my opus. It's going to be my opus. I just turned 56, and I'm estimating that I will finish this sort of early fall, late summer of 2023. And so I told my husband that I really would like that framed for my 60th birthday. So, whether I decide to do it sooner or wait until then to do it, I don't know, but that's my plan. And I'm stitching that with DMC, the Call for DMCs, one strand over 2 threads. So I think that's all that I stitched on since I last saw you guys. I haven't done any more on my little cabin piece. I haven't done any more on my little Noel piece. So that's it. That's all I've got. So today I'm going to do some on Elizabeth. I've got my Shabby Advent Calendar day number 1 to get some stitching in on. And I'm going to kit up a little, that's what I was talking about a while ago. So I'm going to kit up today a little piece that's for the Magazine Monthly Challenge group. Basically, I'm starting 8 new things this month, and they're all like little seasonal smalls. So trying to get a jump on, having some starts for the seasons. And so I basically just went through my magazines and put down certain ones that I wanted to have finished, by the start of that month that it would be the season for. And most of those are on the Magazine Monthly Challenge for this month, so I'll start most of those, get a start on them. And they're all pretty small. Now, the one I need to kit up today, it's an alphabet that has some folksy birds on it, and I'm going to do 5 of those, spelling out spring. I don't know if I'm going to do them individually, each letter individually. That's sort of what I was thinking about doing. I guess I'm going to have to look and see, figure out what the count would be, and then see if I have the right fabric to just go ahead and do it all in one piece or not. I don't know. I'll see. But I'm going to pull threads for that and get that kitted up because I'm going to start that tomorrow. So that's all I've got for you guys today. And I will see you next time to update you later in the week. Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, December 14th. and I'm here to just do hopefully what will be a quick update. So we had our Quilt Guild East Lauderdale Quilters Christmas party today, and so that was fun. We did a little Dirty Santa. It didn't get very dirty, but we did that game, and so I think what I put in the pool was pretty popular. I actually took one of my mini sampler boxes that I have, mini as in M-A-N-Y, not M-I-N-I. But it was a Lori Holt one that had the pattern. It was like little Dresden flowers. So the pattern, the interfacing, the jelly roll with her fabric, and the little Dresden tool to make like it had like the little wedge ruler and a little point turner to get your points real sharp, and some of her green rickrack, which makes like the stem of the flowers. So the Dresden block makes the flower, and then that's the stem. And I don't remember if it had leaves on it or not. I think maybe it, I don't know, I don't remember. But anyway, I have all of these sampler boxes that I'm just, I don't know that I'll ever make them. And so I figured I would just go through them and pick one out. And so I did. And so that one was pretty popular. It got picked the first thing, and then it got stolen. It got stolen again. And then the very first person got to go again at the end, and she took it back. So, but what I ended up getting is this cool little storage box. I have a big one like this. I love these. So they have like this little top part, and then they have these little containers that go in the bottom. And so the big one that I have like this, I've actually recently put all of my like extra skeins of floss in that. It did have like my tatting threads and stuff, but a while back I'm not using my tatting threads a whole lot, and so I just put those in like a bin all together, and then I use that to separate out my extra DMCs so that I could, separate them out by number. So that was the gift that I got, and then our outgoing president also gave everybody one of these ornaments. I'm pretty sure it opens up. Yeah, look how pretty that is. Oop, hope I didn't break it. Kind of snaps. Isn't that so pretty? So she gave each person one of those. Also got in the mail yesterday this card from Daylene over at So Grateful. If you don't watch Daylene, you should definitely go watch her. She is the most precious, positive person I've ever known, quote unquote. She's just really sweet and always has really beautiful projects that she's sharing. But last year she sent out cards, and they were like made with one of her watercolors. Like, I guess she took a picture of her watercolor and turned it into cards. And so when this one came in, I wasn't sure. I was like, did she do this one or not? I'm pretty sure she did. I think I can just see right there in the corner where she signed her name. It kind of goes off the edge of it, but I'm pretty sure that she made that. I may have just shown you my address, but oh well. I think it's really pretty, and I love how she does that for her Christmas cards. And just in case anybody's wondering, it is 11 days till Christmas. I should have been showing these from the very beginning of the month when I'm filming, and I just didn't think about it until today. But these are my shabby advent calendar countdown pieces. This one's got a little something I got on it, but it's okay. I love the tree. I love it. So pretty. So day number 1 of that pattern is something that I worked on yesterday. I don't remember if I've already shown this week or not, but I'm working on this one right here. And that's the last one that I have besides the manger. The manger I'm going to do for next year. So I got a good bit of it done last night. I already had the corners and then the number, and so I started adding the little, I don't know what it is. Like number 2 is a bird cage. I guess it's a lantern. It's a lantern. So I had actually started this already, but I accidentally counted off of right here and started doing, and then I had to rip it when I realized that I was like, wait a minute, you're not even in the right place. So these are 18 count natural star cloth from Hobby Lobby, and I'm using 2 strands of DMCs. So I got that done last night, and then the only other thing I stitched on was Elizabeth. And I got to make some of those cute flowers with the lazy daisies in the middle. And so, right here, you see them? This one right here is not exactly how it's supposed to be. It's actually supposed to have the cross in the middle is supposed to go over the stitches. I started these like not in the very middle of it. And so I wasn't going to frog it though, because I, basically used thread as I was stitching the crosses, the stitches, and so I wasn't going to go back and frog all of that. I mean, this thing is huge. When it's all said and done, you're not going to see that, oh, she forgot to do it, she did that one wrong. I also got a little bit done right here, and so now I just have a little bit down here at the bottom, and then I still have the over 1 words. I'm hoping to finish my page for that today. So I stitched on that last night while I was watching something on Amazon Prime that I've been watching. I'm sort of on the fence. I don't know, it's disturbing for sure. It's called Reika, and it's sort of like that, the train wreck, you just can't look away. I don't like the subject matter on it. I don't like the turmoil that is going on in the region where it's set, which is South Africa. The main character is a profiler, and I think she's a horrible profiler. Like, I don't know, I just don't think she's that great at it. But she's supposed to be, really great at it. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how many more episodes I have, but, each time it's like, okay, I got to see what happens next. So I stitched on Elizabeth last night while I was watching that. That's all I've got for you guys today. I will see you later this week. Bye. Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday, December the 15th, and I'm actually filming each day this week, which is surprising because I really feel like crap today. But, I just figured that, I don't know, doing a video would make me sort of get up and do something. I don't know, but it's pretty much one good day followed by a bad day. It's not what I'm expecting. Like, I'm expecting to just be able to get up every day and do what I want to do. But, I don't know. I'm learning to realize that that's maybe going to be my reality. So I have to accept it. I don't know. So, did you guys watch the finale of The Voice last night? And tell me in the comments if you did what you thought about the winners. Um, Personally, I thought the girl in that group, girl named Tom, um, I thought she was a very good singer. I thought the brothers were weak, especially the short haired brother. I didn't think he sang well at all. Um, he was very pitchy and off key a lot of times. So I definitely don't think that the best singers won, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, people go crazy over all this stuff on the internet, and it's like, it's really, that's what we're up in arms over. So anyway, so I watched that last night. I actually had it on my laptop while I was stitching and just had it playing on mute because I didn't want to see all the other rigmarole before they announced the winner. And so while that was on my computer, I got my tablet out and watched the last episodes of Reka. Um, eh, like I said, she was supposed to be this fantastic profiler, and I thought she sucked as a profiler. Um, eh, I don't know. It was just, it was a weird show with weird storylines and stuff, and it seemed like it was sort of resolved at the end, but I don't know. So anyway, enough jibber jabber. So I did get a piece of Stitchy Kindness in the mail yesterday from Janet Jabber. And so she sent me this pretty sparkly card. And then on the inside, she's got a little 2021 charmed taped. And then she also included some floss drops in a pretty Christmas pattern. So love that. So thank you, Janet. I appreciate that. Also, last week, I think, over the weekend, we got Nathan's basketball pictures in, and I think it came out so good, and I just can't. I don't know. I was looking at Facebook memories today, and when he was, just a little bitty 1.5-year old, and it seems like it was yesterday. So now he's got a little girlfriend and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, I'm not ready for this, and my daughter's definitely not ready for it. So okay, so last night on Monday I was supposed to kit up the little folksy bird alphabet, and I'll insert a picture of that pattern here. Um, I'm doing the letters SPRING, and I did decide to do them individually. I ended up not kitting it up on Monday. The day just got away from me, and I kind of forgot about it. So when I got home from meeting yesterday, after I filmed and everything, I went ahead and kitted it up, and I was actually able to finish the first one. So I'm going to do individual little pillows. I have to find some cute little backing fabric to put on it. But aren't these just the cutest? So they're all in different like poses with the different letters. But these are the colors that I chose. I had most of the call for, a couple I had to substitute. Some of them were just in other projects, and I didn't really want to go grab it out just for this, this little project. So, but I decided to do it on a 28 count linen. This is some more of that China Pearl linen from Witchout. So what happened with this, the reason why I have so much of this, I bought packs of it to do my Waxing Moon Valentine House Trio. I think it's called Valentine House Trio. Um, I bought some and they had like a pink tint to it. And then I had to go back and buy more. And the ones that I bought after, they didn't have a pink tint. And so I think I had to like order again and try to get, the pink tint. And I ended up getting what I needed to do the 3 Valentine charts. But I have a bunch of it left over, so I figured I would just use it. And this is a piece that it doesn't have as much of a pink tint as the other ones. It looked like it on camera right now, but in real life it doesn't. So yeah, I had a start and a finish. And then I did work on Elizabeth, and I'm calling that page that I've been working on done. There's like a few little pieces that were still on this page that I didn't get done, but I just was like, okay, I'm over it. A few little stitches here and there. And I mean, obviously, I went over on some of them, so I'm good. I'll be good for next month. But I did do this. I thought I was done, and then I realized I hadn't done this little piece right here, which had satin stitches on it. So I started doing them, put some of them in the wrong place, and had to rip out. And I was just like, I don't know. I was tired, but I wanted to get it done. I hate when it's like that. But anyway, this is page 10 done. And you can see towards the edge. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I know I'm going to take a picture of her because I like to take a picture and post on Instagram at the end of each month to show the progress. And so I'll insert that picture on this video so that you can see her in her entirety. That's all that I stitched on yesterday. So I will let you guys go, and I'll see you later in the week. Hey everybody, today's Friday, December 17th, and I'm here to close out the week and let you guys know that there's only 8 days till Christmas. 8 days. It's going by so fast. So I have been working a little bit on the quilt on the wall behind me. You can see I've got the center units partially put together. And I don't know when I'm going to get back to that. I thought about working on it yesterday, but I ended up starting to FFO some ornaments for the grandkids. So I worked on that kind of stuff instead. So today's like the 3rd day in a row that I've had a really bad headache. When I saw my doctor last time, we started me on a beta blocker, which I've taken before and was very helpful with preventing the headaches. It seemed like it was working, and then like this week it's just like going off the rails again. So she also gave me a new pain medicine for it. You have to take it like within 4 hours of it coming on. I don't know if it's pain medicine. It's a migraine medicine. It didn't really help today, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm dealing with that today and yesterday and the day before. So it's been kind of a crappy week. We've also had some really weird stuff going on in our neighborhood. I don't think I mentioned previously, but like 3 weeks ago, we had, and I don't know the final count or whatever, but it was multiple break-ins, like vehicles, and someone said it was even an armed home invasion in one case. And I live in like a really, really small town that this just does not happen in this area. So that happened a couple of weeks ago. So I've been, extra vigilant about, making sure doors are locked during the day, get on my husband's ass when he comes home and comes inside and, leaves the garage door open. It's like, close it. You don't need to go back outside. It's dark when you get home. Close the damn thing. Sorry, but it's irritating. It's like he doesn't take it seriously or something. I don't know. But anyway, on Wednesday of this week, I didn't hear anything. I was actually laying down taking a nap when it supposedly happened or when it did happen. But someone was shot and killed like 2 streets over from us. Um, and you can't always believe what the rumors are or whatever. Someone said they thought it was a drive-by. But I don't know. I mean, they did get the guy who, you know, the murderer. Feel really bad for the other guys' families. I think he was like in his 20s, early 30s, late 20s, something like that. So it's just upsetting. So, life wise, I think that's about it. Nathan had a game last night. We didn't go to it. When I have these headaches like this, it's like it just wears me down. Like, even if it's not bad enough to, you know, even if it's not like a 10 or a 9 on a pain scale, if it's, I'm constant in a 5 or 6, it really wears me out. And I don't have a whole lot to give otherwise. So, but yesterday I did do some FFOing on some ornaments for our grandkids. So I finished this little guy right here for our youngest grandson, Mikey. And I was going to do these flat fold and then just decided to do them. I didn't feel like doing mounting board and all that, mat board. So I just did pillows. So that's what the back of it looks like. And this is just some cording that I had in my stash. I thought about putting trim on him, but I decided to just leave him plain. And I mean, really plain, because after I FFO'd him, I realized that I didn't backstitch him. He's supposed to have a little smiley face, and I think he's supposed to have backstitching in his hat, on his arms, and his body. I don't know what happened. I think maybe he's supposed to have some beads on him too, but anyway, he's still so cute. I think he's just adorable. So, got him done. And then for Nathan's, I had all of the stitching finished, but I had never put the beads on it and the little charm. And so I did that yesterday. So cute. This is some like cheap linen from Joann that's horrible. It's not like even. It's taller than it is wide or wider than it is tall, one or the other. But anyway, I figured for a little Christmas tree ornament, it didn't really matter. And then I started FFOing Malachi's. So I did him in a circle, and I can't stand the way it looks, even though I clipped it all the way around. It still looks point. That's the problem I have. That's why I can't stand to do quilting applique, because my circles come out horrible. Like, even, using all the little techniques and stuff, and like Sarah Filkey has a technique where, you trace a circle and then you, like on a piece of cardboard or something you can iron on, and then you cut it out, around your fabric a little bit wider. And then you use a piece of foil and you pull that all the way around that little piece of cardboard, and then you press it. And it's supposed to like make perfect circles. Mine never come out. And I also have like, I don't know, like I can't get things stuffed good, and I'm not done stuffing this. I wanted to just get it lined up where I could start sewing it, and then I'll go in and stuff it some more. I don't really want them real fat, but I don't know how to get them to just come out flat but yet be fully stuffed, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm gonna put some trim around him, some green cording. And then that will also be the holder. So I got those done. And so otherwise what I've been stitching on, I stitched a little bit on the snowy chalk fill jar from Hands On Design. And this is the one that I want to try to finish this month. So we'll see how that goes. I was going to keep going on it yesterday, and then I ran out of one of the colors of thread, and so then I kind of got, I don't know, I just got tired of stitching on it. But I did get a good bit done. So it didn't have any of the white down at the bottom, and the jar was probably till about right here. So I got all the rest of that filled in. I still have more in the jar. That's the thread that I have some more, but I just ran out of it in my my kitted project. And then there was some of the red that wasn't in. One of the carrot noses was not in. So I don't have a whole lot more to do, just a little bit. And so I've got to do, you know, all the greenery around here and then finish up the snowmen and some of the other greenery here on the side. So I definitely should be able to finish that, you know, by the end of this month. And that's on a 14 count chalkboard black Aida with the called for flosses. I was in this club with Fat Quarter Shop. So I'm missing the Caribbean Waters, which is that darker sort of tealy color. I also have been putting in strands of thread on Owl Forest Embroidery's hummingbirds. And I'm telling you guys, when I start on this, I don't want to stop. It's just kind of addictive to just want to keep going because it's like all these little motifs. So these little guys right here, I have to go in and finish them. They have French knots and back stitches for the eyes and the beaks. So I got to go in and put those, but I don't know where it was last time when I showed it, but I know I've worked on this last night. I got him completely done. I got this done, and then a little bit on this. And then the little right here. So I'm making good progress on it. I would say it's probably about a third, almost a third of it done. So, and that's just, you know, I mean, I do have trouble stopping, but it's not much more than, you know, 2 strands. I may put maybe 4 strands in, and then, you know, I'll stop. So, I'll show you this in a minute. Something new that I kitted up. I don't think I've shown this. I worked a little bit more on the love stamp. I was hoping to be finished with that. I'm not, so that's okay. Like I said, I have until February to finish all of these, and even if I don't finish all of them, I know I will have at least some of them done, so. But this is what I got done on it. So I was able to get done with the E, and then now I'm doing some more on got to finish the border up. She needs her feet, and then there's just a few little like doodads, like the little hearts and the little, I don't know what they call those, the little, I don't know what they call them. So, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 little doodaddy things, the border and her feet, and then I will be done with that one. And then the next one I'm planning to work on is the Hugs and Kisses. I'm thinking that's going to go pretty fast because it's just letters. And the same ones over and over again, just different colors. So hopefully that'll go pretty fast. Okay, so I did kit up something yesterday. This is a magazine design, so I'll insert a picture of it here. And I had a piece of 36 count platinum left over that was just about the right size. It's maybe a little smaller than what I would want it high, but I'm probably going to turn this into a pillow, some kind of little small finish, so I'm not worried about it, needing the big border. So I went in and pulled flosses from all of my stash. So I'm doing the Anchor Black. I'm doing the 12 grain for the white. I didn't have the white that they called for. And then the Classic Colorworks Fancy Green Nancy for the greens. And then these three right here are, these are thrifted flosses. So if you watch Rachel Q on Rachel Q Stitches, she does a lot of picking up stuff at supplies at thrift stores. And so I went to our Salvation Army store one day and they had a bag full of threads. And it was, like these were from like kits. So there's like that's a lot of floss. And I think I got the whole big old bag for like, I don't know, $2 or less. So I'm going to pick those. So those are going to be, I think it's going to be really pretty. So I'm anxious to start that. I will start that today. Let me just look through real quick. I showed you the spring alphabet letter. I haven't done any more on Cabin in the Woods, even though I wanted to be done with that. I think what's happened is that I have my paper calendar that I've been kind of writing stuff down on, and then I also have a digital planner that I use. And for some reason, I haven't kept them in sync. And so I really need to focus on that for next month for keeping them in sync. So what I've done the last couple of days is just get my paper calendar out and sort of look at my goals of what I want to finish for the month. So I did go through this the other day, and I made a little form for future months, but basically I made it based on this and so that I can keep better records. So I want to keep track of my stats as far as, how many whips I have at the start of the month, how many new starts, how many FOs and FFOs, and then, what's my tally at the end of the month, and then my stitches. So, and then I also plan out, my projects, but this is where I put my goals at. And so this is the things that I want to get done this month. And then here I'm writing, when I do a new start, I'm writing them there. And I normally don't start that many in a month, but, I explained on an earlier video that I did want to start like 8 this month so that I have a bunch of seasonal smalls already started when the new year comes. And then this is my finishes. And then if I FFO it, I highlight it. So one thing you have to know about me is that I have a real pet peeve about having to rewrite something over and over again. And so I'll usually make a form. And so I went into Word and I made a form. And so now I have the section. So that's my goals. And then how many days to stitch in the month. And like that's the temperature chart. So I'll stitch on it every day. And then that's my 1 to 2 strand project, which I will stitch on every day as well. So I still have, don't have my whip go, of course, yet. And And then these I just kind of left blank with the days. And then I think I still will have some days left where I can plug other projects in or not, if, other things are taking longer. And then, like I said, this is my new starts, finishes, and FFOs. And then there's my stats down at the bottom. So I really want to try to keep better records next year. And I keep meaning to look up my stitch count so far this month, and I keep forgetting to before I get on here. I want to say I'm right at around 9,000 stitches already, and so I think I'm going to have more stitches this month than I have since I started counting them, which was in September. I've had like right around 10,000 or so a month, and so I'm already, close to that. So, I don't think I have anything else for you guys this week. I think that's it. So I'm gonna get off of here, and I'm actually gonna go start that Easter piece. And I'm not really up to FFO and anything today with the headache again. But maybe this weekend. I don't know. I've got to wrap presents too, so. But those are some presents that I want to give this year, so I don't know. I got to get them done. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good weekend and get lots of stitching in. I hope you are having a good holiday season, and I will see you guys next week.